I mutter curses under my breath, scanning the desolate surroundings for any sign of help. A flickering neon sign catches my eye. "Motel, vacancy," it reads, offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness. I pull into the motel parking lot, rain pelting down relentlessly as I dash towards the reception area. The clerk eyes me with indifference as I request a room for the night, his monotone voice barely registering in my frazzled mind. Room 13. The key feels heavy in my hand as I make my way down the dimly lit corridor, the sense of unease growing with each step. As I unlock the door and step inside, a chill runs down my spine. The room is dimly lit, casting eerie shadows across the walls. I try to shake off the feeling of foreboding as I settle in for the night, but the sensation of being watched refuses to fade. A noise from the bathroom jolts me out of my uneasy reverie. With bated breath, I approach the door, heart hammering in my chest. I push it open slowly, half expecting to come face to face with danger. But there's nothing there, just an empty bathroom, devoid of any threat. I let out a shaky breath, chiding myself for my paranoia. That is until I hear the unmistakable sound of the door clicking shut behind me. My blood runs cold as I whirl around to find a figure standing in the doorway, a stranger, his eyes filled with a burning intensity that sends shivers down my spine. Before I can react, he lunges forward, fueled by a thirst for revenge that I can't comprehend. I try to fight back, but he's too strong, his grip unyielding as he presses me against the wall. As darkness consumes me, I realize I've stumbled into a nightmare from which there is no escape. Trapped in a motel room with a stranger hell-bent on vengeance, I can only hope that dawn will bring salvation. But for now, all I can do is succumb to the darkness and pray for morning to come. I pull into the motel parking lot, relieved to see the neon sign glowing in the distance. Motel. Vacancy. With a shared sigh of relief, we rush towards the reception area, seeking solace from the tempest outside. The clerk behind the counter greets us with a tired smile as we request a room for the night, his demeanor mirroring our own exhaustion. We exchange a glance before accepting the key to room 13, grateful for a roof over our heads. As we make our way down the dimly lit corridor, the warmth of my girl's hand in mine offers a fleeting sense of comfort amidst the uncertainty. We unlock the door and step inside, eager to escape the storm raging outside. The room is modest but inviting, a welcome respite from the harsh elements. We settle in, shedding our wet clothes and embracing the tranquility of our temporary sanctuary. But as the night wears on, a sense of unease settles over us like a suffocating blanket. Every creak of the floorboards, every distant rumble of thunder sends shivers down our spines. A noise from the bathroom draws our attention, and we exchange a nervous glance before approaching cautiously. With bated breath, I push open the door, half expecting to find something lurking in the shadows. But the bathroom is empty, the only sound the steady drip of water from the faucet. I release a shaky breath, trying to shake off the feeling of dread that threatens to consume me. Suddenly, a sharp knock at the door shatters the fragile peace, causing us to jump in alarm. My girl moves to answer it, but I grab their arm, a sense of foreboding washing over me like a tidal wave. Before we can react, the door bursts open, revealing a figure silhouetted against the dim light of the hallway. A stranger, his face obscured by the darkness. Fear grips me like a vice as he steps into the room, his eyes gleaming with malice. We try to flee, but he moves with lightning speed, blocking our escape with a chilling smile. Trapped in a nightmare of our own making, we can only watch helplessly as he advances, his intentions unknown but undoubtedly sinister. In the darkness of that motel room, we realize our journey is far from over, and the storm outside is nothing compared to the terror that lurks within. I finally spot the neon glow of a motel sign through the blizzard, a beacon of hope in the desolate night. With no other options, I pull into the parking lot, my heart sinking as I realize it's well past 2 a.m. I stumble into the lobby, my frozen limbs aching with exhaustion. The receptionist eyes me with suspicion as I request a room for the night, his gaze lingering a fraction too long. He hands me a key without a word, and I trudge towards my room, the weight of the storm pressing down on me like a suffocating blanket. As I settle into the dimly lit room, a sense of unease washes over me. The walls seem to close in, the silence broken only by the howling wind outside. I try to shake off the feeling, but something about this place feels off, like a predator lurking just beyond the shadows. A noise from the bathroom snaps me out of my thoughts, my heart pounding in my chest as I approach cautiously. With trembling hands, I push open the door, half expecting to come face to face with danger. But the bathroom is empty, the only sound the echo of my own ragged breath. I force myself to laugh it off, attributing my paranoia to exhaustion and the relentless storm outside. But then I notice it, a glint of metal hidden behind the towels, a flash of silver in the dim light. My blood runs cold as I realize what it is, a knife, placed there with purpose. Before I can react, the door slams shut behind me, trapping me in the suffocating darkness. Panic claws at my throat as I realize the truth. I'm not alone in this motel, and whoever's stalking me has deadly intentions. With nowhere to run and no one to turn to, I'm at the mercy of my unseen assailant, a pawn in their twisted game of cat and mouse. As the storm rages on outside, I brace myself for the horrors that await within these walls, knowing that survival may come at a price too steep to bear. And in the end, as darkness descends, I realize that in this nightmarish motel, there are no winners, only victims, trapped in a cycle of fear and despair from which there is no escape.